Great. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this quick little tutorial about Discord. If you are like me and you're in my age bracket, which is probably older than most of you, you don't have a ton of experience with Discord. So it's a really cool system. It's a really cool software, and it allows people to create these little servers or groups where people can subscribe and you can talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a lot. There's a lot of it based around video games and all kinds of that, but we're going to use it to host our book club meetings and all of that stuff and just keep everything organized in one place. So if you've never used this before, this is going to be just a quick walkthrough of how to get started and then just like the key points in our server. So let's go ahead and jump right in. If you've never done this before, you just need to go to log in, or it'll be like sign up. If you've never done anything here, go to register, which is down here, this little blue button. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to call myself this. So I started to do this and then I screwed it up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the shadow BC, bang. Then I got to pick, oops, I think I screwed that up. Password. And then you guys can send me birthday presents if you want to. And now you'll know that I'm officially really old. So let's do boom. Okay. So I'm going to hit continue after I enter all that stuff in. Wait, are you human? I am. Yeah, I am. So this is one of those little fun things you got to do. So let's see. Click and hold and drag the element on the right to the shape that looks like it. Look at this. I'm amazing. Verify. Those things are so silly. All right. So we don't need to create a server. So I'm going to skip this part. I'm going to join a server. You can copy the invite link that I've been putting all over the place. It's on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Well, it is on YouTube, but it's also on Instagram and our Facebook page. And if you haven't joined those, you should go ahead and do it. I'm going to sneak over here real fast and see if I can't find it. To join an existing server. So let me try to pull up my link. And cool. So let's go invite, copy. Should have been ready for that. Sorry. Okay. So once you find it, grab it and copy it in here. This is the first part of our server. So you have to answer a few questions. And it says, why do you want to join? I love books. Just put whatever you want. Doesn't matter. But if you want to, be authentic, be original, tell us why you're actually here. That's always appreciative. We have some really basic rules, right? Like don't spam. Please don't spam in here. Please don't self-promote. We don't care about whatever business you're running or any of that stuff. We just want to read and talk about books and stuff. So that's in there. Once you've read through those, ultimately be nice, right? How did you find us? Ray saw it on TikTok or something, right? On TikTok, boom. And then we're going to hit submit. Awesome. So your application is pending. So now you kind of have to wait. I'm pretty good about getting to these things pretty quickly. I'm going to go over to my other spot here and we're going to approve it real quick so that we can keep moving. Boom. There it goes. All right. So now we're in. So now this menu here on the left shows you which servers you're attached to. So if you find other folks who have other servers, and you can also go in and search other servers through this system, you're more than welcome to membership approved. Look at us. Yay. Let's customize your experience. Sounds good. So you click on here. What do you hope to get out of this community? The motivation to read more. Sounds good. I could use a friend. Probably also true. I like book suggestions. A pony, that's not going to happen, but I was just trying to be funny. And a bookmark might be nice. I don't know if we'll do that either yet, but potentially. I'm going to hit finish. And here we go. So now we're on the welcome page. It immediately does this little welcome for you, which is really cool because I have this little Sapphire bot that makes everything do that. So I'll immediately get in and say, hey, that's awesome. Good for you. Welcome to the club. Okay, so once you're in here, now you have access to this entire menu here on the left. Can I move myself? I'm going to. All right, so this menu here on the left is kind of everything that you need to get started. So you must verify your account before you can send messages. Okay, cool. So don't forget to go back to whatever email you used to sign up with and verify your account. Once you're in, let's just go ahead and start at the top. There's a guide about the server, which is pretty cool. Anytime I post an event, which will be every week, just to kind of let everybody know, hey, this is when our next meeting is, or this is what we're talking about. You can go to event and it'll pop up this little screen that just tells you like this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're doing this quick little welcome one-to-one Q&A kind of video and we'll do it right here in the server. All you have to do is jump into the server, whether it's from your laptop or from your phone, and just jump right in, and you'll be able to see video of me talking, and you'll be able to interact with me. And so it'll be pretty cool. They have a couple of different types of channels. A lot of these are text channels. Anything that starts with a hashtag is a text channel. If it had I think it's like a little megaphone or something on the voice channels. I didn't create a lot of voice channels. There's just really no need. Anyway, so that's events. Channels and roles. You can click this. It basically asks a couple of questions of you. Everybody gets assigned the member role. If there are any of you who, once you get in, would be interested in being a moderator, if you have some experience with this, we would love to talk to you about maybe having you help moderate this thing. So right now we're at about 15 members, but hopefully it'll get to be a lot more than that. And so hopefully we'll need some people to kind of help out and kind of answer questions and all that jazz. So let me know. Okay, so let's keep moving. There's a general tab. In the general tab, we've got plenty of places for you all to do stuff. Darth Vader was really nice, has some experience here, and has mentioned that I should have created some extra channels to just chat and answer spoiler questions and all that stuff. So I've done that. We've got, as you scroll down, you'll see we've got some other stuff down here. So in the general, I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but we've got it. We also have a book suggestions here. People are starting to write in things that they think would be really cool to see on our book list. And as you'll see, I'm this guy right here normally. Protect Your Deck is me. I also have a little board gaming channel called that. So that's why that's there. Absolutely. So I said throw any suggestions in the hashtag book suggestions, which is down here further, channel, and we'll make sure we get them added to the list. This is definitely by the way, this is my first book club. So if you all have ever been a part of a book club before and you have some suggestions, we are more than happy to hear what you've got, and we'll try to implement anything we can that will make everything better for this group. Okay, on meeting days, when we finally have a meeting, and I think it's going to be Sunday evenings, it's kind of like a time where most people aren't working, and we can try to, everybody be winding down. It'd be a good time to get in, 45 minutes to an hour. So that's the goal for right now, is we're going to do Sunday evenings. On Sunday evenings, when it's time to have the meeting, you can come over here. You can go to the event, right? And this will there'll be a link through the event, but you can also go here to this channel. It's the only channel that's got this little stage icon here. And you'll go to the stage, and the stage is where the video will all happen. You'll be able to interact. I'm not sure, because I've never done it, and that's why we're doing this little quick one on this coming Sunday, whether or not you can do text chat in that same window, or if you need to come down here to the weekly meeting chat and chat through that while watching the staged video. So we'll figure it all out on this weekend. So, but that's where the meetings will be, is the Shadow Society Book Club stage, as it says right there. Once we get into welcome, you'll see that it's got this thing pulsing right now. It wants me to make sure that I check out the welcome tab. If I click on it, these are your channels, right? Channels are places in your server where people can talk about different topics. Cool. So let's move on. This is the welcome. Usually, again, we'll see every time somebody new has signed up, it brings your little thing here, and I do my best to kind of come in and say hi. It'd be awesome as you become a member and then see other people jump in, if you could say hi to them too. I think it'd be cool to just be a welcoming group. We also, again, have some really basic rules, right? It's like, be cool, don't be a jerk. We're all adults, so if you want to use adult language, I'm cool with it. I would just ask you to just try to keep it to like normal amounts and not overdo it. I will use the announcements tab as much as I can. These polls, I put up polls every once in a while. The polls, if you can answer them, that would be great. Right now, we've got 8 votes on this one, which means 8 out of 15 of us have answered this poll. And we're going to start doing more of that, just so I can get a feel for where you are, what your experience is, how fast you like to read, all of that stuff. So we can just make sure we're moving at a pace that's good for everybody. So please make sure if you see one of those pop up that you answer it for me. Um, I think it'd be really cool. So I did my own. If you become a new member with us and you decide you want to write a little intro to yourself so everybody knows who you are, I think that'd be really cool. So this is an opportunity here under member intros for you to do that. Again, the weekly meeting chat is going to be our chat forum during each meeting, unless we find that there's another way through stage. So just be ready to, there are opportunities for you to, speak into your microphone or your smart device and actually have people hear your voice during those meetings so you can respond without having to type. If you're somebody who's kind of an introvert, which a lot of us are for sure, you're welcome to just type out your stuff so nobody has to hear your voice. That's totally up to you. And you can also be somebody who just likes to see other people's responses and maybe you want to be quiet for a little while, and that's totally okay. But of course, the more interaction we can get out of people, the better this group will be. So this is where that'll happen. I think that a lot of us will read at different paces, and what's going to end up happening is some of us are going to get way ahead and want to talk about things a little bit early. So I created a spoiler chat. If you want to talk about the stuff that we've read prior to the meeting, you're welcome to. But I will warn you, anybody else who doesn't want to hear any spoilers, please do not go into that channel because you will be wildly disappointed. Off-topic chat. I would just use this as like you guys just want to talk to each other, or hey, did you see this thing about Barnes and Noble doing this sale on blah blah blah? Awesome. You could put all that crazy stuff in here. Again, try to keep out the self-promotion stuff unless it's relatable. If it's relatable, I'm down. Like, hey, I just wrote a book. Okay, I feel like that's awesome. Good for you. But if it's like, hey, my Subway is having this really awesome sale on sandwiches that are made from yoga mats, then we don't care. Don't do that. So so off-topic chat, that's kind of just everything else. Be random, whatever you'd like. This is my suggestions tab. The channel here is like, if you've got suggestions on how we can improve this club, then I want to hear them. I'm all ears. Let me know everything, and don't worry about hurting my feelings. I've never done this before. So it's me and Chat GPT trying to get it all figured out for you guys. So hopefully we'll be pretty good as we get started. When it comes down here to this new channel book list, again, these are just text channels. You can come in here and see you've explored 3 channels. Cool. It's so proud of us. So you can click this link and it takes you to a Google Doc that has all of our potential books for the upcoming list. Right now, we're starting with Mistborn, right? We're going to start with The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. And there's 3 books in that series. So we already have our first 3 months kind of hashed out. But then after that, we're going to vote on which way we go next. Do we stay in fantasy? Do we move to something horror or thriller? Do we go like hardcore sci-fi? We'll all vote, and majority vote wins. So take a look at that list. If you want us to add other stuff to it, awesome. And we'll just kind of keep rolling and do this as diplomatically as possible. And again, we've got another book suggestions here. I'll probably pull this one because it's kind of in a random spot anyway. And then we'll just use this one under book list. So finally, down here, this is just an opportunity to learn a little more about what I do and who I am and stuff. So I also am kind of a board game geek. So if you are interested in any of that stuff, I'm going to post little things about that, and anything that comes from my other channel or videos. Awesome. We did just start, you're probably watching this on it right now, a YouTube channel. I was hoping to try to do YouTube live versions of our meetings as well. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that until we get to 50 subscribers. So do me a favor and hit subscribe so that we can keep moving on that and hopefully get it up to 50 and be able to do YouTube live versions of our meetings as well. At least then I think it gives us an opportunity to like save them in another place. So if you miss a meeting and you go, crap, it'll live on YouTube. You just go back to YouTube and watch that meeting. I also think it'd be cool for people who are like, oh, I missed the first book. They could go ahead and catch up by watching, our previous meetings and be a part of that a little bit. So anyway, that's pretty much the server, right? It's pretty easy as far as things go. There's one other thing I want to show you, and because I'm pretty new at this too, I'm not going to be super great at it. This does show you up here at the top right. It shows you our member list. It'll pop it up over here. Anybody who's in green is currently active. Everybody else is offline, and that's makes sense because we're not doing anything right now. So your handle will pop up here, which is cool. What else we got? We can start threads. So you could kind of like take one of these channels and create a thread that would be like a side conversation within that subject. If you don't want to do that and it gets a little confusing, great. There may be some people who'd be like, hey, you should start a thread on that. We'll kind of teach you that as it goes, because I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. You can change your notification settings, which is cool. The other thing that you can do is an upgrade. And usually it says somewhere up here, like, hey, upgrade your account to Nitro. Nitro is up to you. It's a monthly service. It's a monthly charge for the ability to I'm going to totally date myself. It's a little bit like MySpace. Now you can kind of like decorate your personal account and the way people see you. But the one thing that you can do, which is cool, is you can boost our server. So you get I think, so I bought in on the first two. So currently we have 2 boosts on the account. It allowed us to get some upgrades on our server. If we get to 7 boosts, we get a lot more customization, which would be really cool. So, if anybody's interested in boosting our channel, check that out. If you have questions and you're like, hey, I'd be down to like, pay whatever it is, $7 or $8 a month or whatever it is, and get those boost opportunities, hit me up. We'll figure that out and go through it with you. And it was pretty easy for me to figure out. I think if we server boost, there it is right there. So I think what you'd have to do is buy in, right? So I've already done this. But basically, level 1 is 2 boosts, right? So that got us some customizable emojis, soundboard slots, which I don't even know how to use. We can do animated GIF server icon, and then we get better audio quality, which I felt was pretty important for what we're trying to do. If we can get to 7, we can get to HD streaming, which I think would be awesome. It'd be just a clear picture, which would be cool. We could do heavier file uploads, custom role icons, and a server banner. Ooh. After that, I don't know. This would be cool, like the highest quality, but that's 14 boosts, and that would require literally everybody in the group to do a boost. And I don't think it should be required that you get a Nitro account just so that we can get there. But if you decide you want to, we appreciate the support. So thank you very much. And let's just hit this button just to see where it takes us. Yeah, you got to verify before anything else can happen. So, I wonder if I can. Nah, it's not worth it. So anyway, we can figure that part out later. If you're interested, just hit me up and let me know. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. So that's Discord. Ultimately, it's telling you over here that you can create your own server. So if you've got something else, another thing that you think would be cool to get people together on, and you'd like to have your own server that looks kind of like this and create your own organization, you can just hit this little plus button and you can create your own server for literally anything. So that's our Discord. If you have any questions, do me a favor and hit me up. You can hit me up in any of the DM spots, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Please do me a favor and follow if you are on any of those social media accounts. We'd love to follow everybody. Everything is at the wow, I forgot what we're called. The Shadow Society Book Club. All one word. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. There is a Facebook group, so you're welcome to join that too. But again, everything for the most part is going to live here in Discord. You're welcome to shoot me a direct email to, again, it's the Shadow Society Book Club at Gmail. So shoot me an email if you've got any questions. You want to do them offline versus, in a more public forum. You can also, by the way, you could, like if I clicked on somebody else, I could add them as a friend right here. Boom. Right? If you know other people in here and you want to add them as a friend and be able to talk to them, get notifications as to when they're in the group and all that stuff, you can add friends inside here. Right now, you're a member, but not a friend of everybody. So if you want to add friends specifically with somebody and be able to talk like, private messaging and stuff, that's on you. You're welcome to do it. If you've got any other questions, hit me up. I appreciate your time and we'll see you in the group. Thanks for joining the Shadow Society Book Club. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.